Please wait a moment for all the Nongshim players to join us on the stage. Despite this crushing loss, I wish all of the fans in the arena to give it up for Nongshim for their hard performance also, and also for joining us for the interview. We are here joined by Dundun, Sylvie, Fiesta, Quad, Jiu, and Peter. 6 players in total. Please give it up for Nongshim players.
네, 농심 레드포스 선수분들과 인터뷰 나눠보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining
네,
us.
이번 시즌 마지막 경기를
And that was the
치러주셨습니다.
very last series of Nongshim Red Force this summer.
먼저 든든 선수 서머 정규
To start off,
시즌을
든든,
마무리한 소감 한 말씀
how do you feel
부탁드리겠습니다.
that you just finished your summer season run?
시간 되게 빨리 간 것 같아서 좀 아쉬운 것도 있고.
Time passed really fast, you know.
좀 제가 제 역할을
I
제대로
think
못해준 것
I was
같아서
not able to play up to the ideal level as a top laner, so I feel sorry for my teammates. I wish I could have played better.
2라운드 들어서 그래도 든든 선수의
However, everyone thought
확실히 많이 됐다,
든든
이런 느낌을
performed
받았거든요.
even better
경기력이
coming into the
좋아서는
round
아닌 거,
2.
그래도
Do you also
스스로
feel the
실감할
same
때도
way? Do you
있지
think you stepped
않으셨나요?
up a lot?
날마다 다르긴 했는데.
Well, it
그래도
depends, you know.
오늘은 게임이 좀
But
잘 되는 것 같다. 그런 날도
There are some
좀
days where I was
많았던 것
like, oh, I'm
같은데
doing pretty
그래도
well. But there
아쉬웠던
were
부분이
also
너무
some days where I was
많았어가지고
underperforming.
다음에
So I wish
또 보강해 와야 될
next
것
time I
같습니다.
can come back
네, 다음에 더
stronger.
멋진 모습 보여주시기를 기대해 보도록 하겠습니다. 이어서 실비 선수 만나보겠습니다.
Now let's hear from
농심의
Sylvie.
매운맛, 그 중심에 있었던
Sylvie,
게
you were the
실비 선수였던 것
centerpiece of
같아요. 이번
Nongshim's
서머 많은
aggressive
경험을
play
통해서
style.
배운 점이
What is the
있으실까요?
biggest takeaway from this summer season?
일단 되게 초반에는 운영적인
Early on
부분에서 많이 안
in the
좋고
season,
실수가
our
많았는데
map play,
중반
our
좀
macro play
후반까지
were
들어서 운영 부분에서 되게
not up to
많이
par, but
배운 것
as we
같습니다.
headed into the latter half of
네.
the season,
앞으로
we
더
were
보여주고
able
싶은
to
모습이 많으실
display a
텐데요.
better
앞으로 좀
macro
이렇게
play, and
해보고
we improved a
싶다,
lot
그런
on that.
각오가 있을까요?
What is your resolution?
내
for
경기마다
next
약간
year?
기복 없는 선수가 돼보고 싶습니다.
I wish I can
매
become a pro
경기마다
player who
기복
has a
없이 멋진
constant
플레이를 보여주는 선수가
form.
되겠다. 좋습니다. 또 응원하고 기대하겠습니다. 자, 이어서 피에스타 선수
And next up is
만나보겠습니다.
Fiesta.
피에스타 선수도 정말 많은 성장을 이뤄낸
You as well,
여름이
you were
아닌가
able
싶습니다.
to show
서버
us a
보면
great
어떠셨나요?
improvement throughout the summer season.
아무래도 스프링에 비해서는 많이
In fact,
발전했다고
compared to the
생각을 하는데
spring season,
아직은
I have,
갈 길이 좀 멀다고 생각하고
improved a little bit,
앞으로도
but I
좀
have a
더
long way to
많이
go.
배워야 할것
I
같습니다.
really gotta
네,
work harder,
값진
learn
경험이
even more in order
됐으리라라고
to become a
듣고요.
better
어떤
player.
미드레이너로 성장하고 싶으신지
What
앞으로
kind of
목표도 한
mid
말씀
laner do you want to
들어보겠습니다.
become in the future?
좀 과감함에
So,
있어서는 좀 자신이 있는데 이제
I'm
좀
really confident in aggressive
안정성이나
play
좀
style, but now I want to add some more
안정성적인
consistency,
부분에서
maybe, you
좀
know. I want to
떨어지는
be a
것
lot more
같아서 그
reliable.
부분을 좀 잘 고치고
So I want to
또
focus on that
CS
while I practice, and also farming. You know,
조금 부족한
my
것
CS
같아서
numbers are a
좀
little bit
전체적으로
um,
잘
not up to par.
보완해 나가야 할 것 같습니다.
So yeah, there are a lot of
앞으로 또
parts where I
만나게 될
really
피에스타
need to
선수
work on.
더 기대가 됩니다. 자, 이어서 쿼드 선수도 만나보겠습니다.
Now let's hear from
이번
Quad, another
서머는
mid
또 쿼드
laner on the
선수에게는
side of
여러모로
Nongshim.
많은 의미가 있을 것
I
같습니다.
think this summer
농심에서
season meant a
복귀
lot
시즌을
to
보낸
you. You
소감이
were able to
어떠신가요?
make a return as a professional
오랜만에
player.
LCK 복귀하게 돼서 정말 저도 기분 좋고
It feels amazing to be able to
저희
make it back to the
팀원들이랑 같이
LCK.
성장하면서
And
좋았는데
together with the Nongshim players, I
제가
was
첫 경기
able
이기고
to learn so
원래
much,
했던 말이
improve so much, and
저희
after
팀은
winning the
성장이 좀
first
많이
match,
빨랐던 것 같아요. 제가 더딘 것
I
같다.
mentioned
약간 이런 말
that
했었는데
my players
지금도
are
약간 제가
improving
그런
so
상태인 것 같아서
fast, but
앞으로는
I'm
좀
like
바뀌는
being
모습
delayed,
보여드리고 싶고
and I think it
또 저희
remained the same
팀원들 진짜
way.
엄청 많이
So I
성장해서
wish
그
I
부분에
can
대해서
also
기분 좋은
catch
것
up
같아요.
with them,
네,
but it feels
복귀를
amazing to
결심한
see my
순간부터
players
지금까지 좀
improve
스스로
so
달라진
fast
점이
like this. I'm so
있을까요?
proud of them.
사실 이번 복귀가
Well,
성공적이라고는
I cannot really say
말하지
my return to the LCK was successful,
못하지만 라인전이든 그냥 게임 진행하는
but
방법이든
I was able
얻어간 게
to
많은 것
improve
같아서
a lot of my laning phase
앞으로
and the
사는
macro
데
play,
도움이
so
될것
I
같아요.
think it's gonna help me a
이번
lot
서머
in my
쿼드
future and
선수에게도
my
멋진
life as a
경험이
whole.
되었을 거라고 생각합니다. 앞으로 또 열렬히 응원하도록 하겠습니다. 이어서 지우 선수
Now let's hear from
만나보겠습니다.
Jiwoo.
지우 선수 데뷔 시즌부터 아주 강렬한 임팩트를 보여주셨습니다.
You started off your your career in the LCK with a bang. You are actually one of the most impressive players inside of Nongshim. I was not expecting this much of a, reaction from the fans, and it feels amazing that a lot of people actually pay attention to me. A lot of people said, this series will come down to the bottom lane and it will be a rough matchup for Nongshim as KT has a very strong bot lane, but you guys were able to put up a great fight. Well, even though they are one of the strongest teams in the LCK, I didn't want to feel small. I just wanted to do what I usually do, and if I managed to pull that off, we would be able to still win out the lane. And Jiu, what is your goal as a professional player? I made my debut in the LCK, so I was not fully prepared, but next season I will be able to show empowered strengths of myself and also reduced weakness of myself. So I want to say I'm going to come back with perfection of Jiwoo. Now let's hear from Peter. You just won your first POG of the summer season. It's such a bummer you guys were not able to translate into a series win, but how do you look back at the summer season? Well, thanks to Quad, I was able to learn a lot about macro plays. And today's series or even other previous series, I don't think I was able to pull off the best macro play possible, so I'm actually pretty mad about myself and my performance, and I want to say sorry to my teammates too. However, you guys started off this series with a great win in game number 1, and Peter, you shouted this is the Nongshim CL Classic, and I think Nongshim was able to show their dominance from time to time, all together as a team. So, there were some moments where we were able to have a great success on Seraphine. So, not only the players but also our coaching staff worked so hard to bring the best draft possible, which was this Seraphine comp. But in the end, we were not able to have a serious win. So it's a bummer. We have so many Nongshim fans still remaining in the arena supporting you guys. A lot of fan signs supporting Nongshim's very last series of the year. Any message for all the Nongshim fans? Sylvie as the captain of Nongshim Red Force. Spring split, our result was not good, and the summer season it was not good as well. But still, I'm so grateful that so many fans were always here to support us, and I promise next year things will be a lot better, and we will make playoffs next year. Thank you so much, Nongshim Red Force, once again for this interview, and this will be the end of the team interview from Nongshim with their last match of the series, and I'm gonna pass it back to the space. Thank you.